So anyway, yeah, sorry, yeah, we were saying.
Let's get down to business, shall we?
Yeah, indeed.
So, creeping on Kevin. Looks very intense.
Yeah. Sorry, carrying on, yes.
Okay, so what's scene are you most excited for audiences to see in City of Bones?
I think me shirtless is the main thing that I'm excited for people to see. Just to finally see, you know, the pinnacle of God's creation, you know? Just all of this. It's just like the statue of David realized.
You have no idea how much they want to see that.
Oh. Of course, that is irony, that I'm being very ironic there, you see. I don't mean it. I think one of the excited for audience to see, you know, all of the visual effects and the action stuff is one thing, and it's very gripping and engaging. But that's not really my bag, you know. I really like when the humans have to talk to each other. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's when I really get excited. when you know, characters speak and their relationship furthers somewhat, or it goes in a certain direction, or it gets to a fork in the road. So I really like the. I've seen the film very recently, and I really like the relationship that Simon and Clary have, and where it goes, and then basically when Jamie's character Jace comes in, it completely upsets the dynamic. You know, it's funny. You know, it's funny because I didn't realize it at the time, but seeing the film, Simon is more he's kind of more unsettled by the fact that she's seeing an attractive guy than they're being dragged into this huge supernatural world. That's less unsettling to him than the fact that she's seen someone that she's attracted to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's just like having to deal with this guy now, and you know, swooping in and taking his woman, basically.
So in the next movie, Simon's getting a little action there with Clary.
Very possible.
How excited you be kissing Lily in the sequel?
Got my little ready. Look at that. I've been practicing
Simon
on my
needs some love too. Get ready, Lily.
See, I almost tried to get my fist into my mouth there. I've tried in the past and I can't do it. So I'm not going to try now.
So what was the most challenging aspect of filming this movie, filming City of Bones?
To be honest, there wasn't a huge amount of challenges for me. I was very much at the back of the group, cowering like a little girl, being guarded by the women, basically, who had all the weapons. Jemima and Lily, who'd done some badass fight training. I was stood behind them with no shirt on going.
Such a difficult job.
A little nerdlinger who'd lost his glasses. Or like the last man on earth, right, with a whole library of books. And the glasses fall off his face and smash, and he goes, but there were so many books left to read. That's me, basically, especially at the Hotel du Mort. But that was quite challenging. Hotel du Mort was quite challenging because we were in an abandoned hotel, and that hotel had been abandoned for probably over 10 years, and had probably accumulated some fairly fatal algae and fungus on the walls. You know,
that sounds safe.
We were in there for people were walking around with those masks on.
Oh, Lord.
You know, of course, we didn't have them because we're on camera. So people were like walking around. We were like, do we need those? Do we need those gas masks? Are we going to die? So that was quite nice. And the more action we did in there, the more we unsettled the dust on the floor. So just after a few days, we were just walking around with these clouds of dust going, I just want some air. But these are the woes of filmmaking, absolutely. You know, the physical world is not always a comfortable place.
In the books, there's a whole bunch of humor. How is that translated on the screen?
Hopefully, you know, went from English to English, so the translation was fairly straightforward. But no, you'd think it translated well, you know, because I think there's a lot at stake in this film. So characters are taking stuff very, very seriously. But that's when comedy tends to arise. That's where comedy tends to come from. Is when all the serious needs is just the tension needs to be broken with a little bit of comedy. So this is nice. I mean, it comes out of the very human relationships that exist at the center of this great big epic gothic crazy world. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think it's nice. Especially my character. My character is really funny.
Yeah, he is. And his interactions with Jace. What can we expect from those?
What's that?
What can we expect of this banter between him and Jace?
Yeah, it's nice again because he doesn't take my character at all seriously, and I'm taking his character too seriously. You know what I mean? So somewhere in there's a whole lot of comedy.
What is the one trait about Simon that you admire?
Well, he carries what is a very effeminate bag, but he doesn't mind because he's quite sure of his masculinity, so he doesn't mind carrying a man bag. Because a lot of people say that man bags are quite homosexual, but I say it's only the most heterosexual men that get away with them.
Such a hipster.
I know. Yeah, he also has a mustache that curls up like this and socks with sandals.
Nice.
It's in fine hipster style.
What is the one scene in City of Ashes that you're most looking forward to filming?
You know what? It has to be the resurrection, man. It has to be that.
It's gonna be intense.
Because that's gonna be all the way out there. Kind of horrendously horror, but because that's when the character of Simon is absolutely gone, for that pocket, and he's something else. And then I think he'll probably warm up again. The glimmers of Simon will come back after that. But at that point, he's completely vampire and nothing Simon. And plus, it's going to be really cool. Probably going to be in a graveyard. Oh.
Such an intense sequence.
Yeah, I'm like the resurrection man. I come back in loads of stuff. I did a film when I was 18 called Summer of the Flying Saucer, right? Absolutely no word of a lie. I can't believe it didn't hit Comic-Con massively, right? But I got shot dead in that and came back to life. Got brought back to life by aliens.
You're pro.
And then came back to life in a show called Misfits. I came back to life in that several times. And then I came back to life in other stuff as well. I just can't remember. I don't really die in stuff, but if I do die, I come back.
You're pro at it.
Yeah.
It should be no problem.
It's awesome.